Hi there. Happy Monday and welcome to Mondays with Miss Amy. This week I have something really special to share with you. I was able to spend some time outside this week and I watched a family of ducks by a lake. And I was really just inspired to share something so precious to my heart, something that Montessori really embodies. Maybe you've heard the phrase, follow the child. Well, I watched a mother duck and her ducklings, and she embodied exactly that philosophy of following the child. I always had the thought that a mother duck walked along and her ducklings followed behind her. And I was really surprised to watch two different families of ducks. The mother did not walk with her ducklings behind her. She walked behind them. She followed them as they explored the shore of the pond. And it really brought up some interesting things that I want to share with you. I hope you enjoy this week's Miss Amy video. I hope it makes you think about how you can follow your child to help him become everything God made him to be. Sometimes when people hear the words follow the child, they have a misunderstanding of what those words mean. Many people think that that means we are allowing children to lead adults, or that we are placing children in an atmosphere without guidelines or parameters. Sometimes it even evokes images of chaos and disorder. When Maria Montessori penned those words, what she really meant was that we as adults participate in the natural development of children, that we observe keenly, that we provide for their interests and their curiosities, and that we trust that children are born natural learners, and that we allow for them to learn the things that they are drawn to learning on their own. Maria Montessori said, "It follows that the child can only develop fully by means of experience on his environment. We call such experience work." Just look at the work that these little ducklings are doing, from coming out of the water and onto the rocks, navigating onto the grass, and now exploring some new food to eat. All of this followed by their mother. Imagine if the mother were leading them and dictating all of the moves that they made. I wonder what type of an experience would they have. But rather, she has allowed them to experience their environment on their own and learn what they will from it, to struggle getting through the taller grass, to try the new food as she models what it looks like to try the food. All of these things fall into what Maria Montessori meant when she said to follow the child. So how does this apply to our lives as parents and adults in the lives of young children? Just look at these little ducklings trying to navigate this big rock formation. Imagine that's you at the playground with your children. Imagine you choosing not to place your child on the playground equipment, but to allow them to try for themselves, to step back, to stay within reach and provide comfort and safety and encouragement, but to allow them to feel the sense of risk. What would it look like if you took your child swimming and rather than keep your arms on them the whole time, place them in water that is safe and allow them to see, what does it feel like to walk in on my own? How deep do I feel safe going? Yes, there is a level of risk, but teaching our children to navigate this risk can be so empowering to them. What if we, as parents and educators and adults who partner with young children, were to have just a little bit of faith? What if we were to step back and look at how far we've come? Remember our own childhood. Remember some of the risks that we took. Remember some of the freedoms that we explored. And remember that we came out okay and so much better for some of the risk. What if we were to look down the road and think not so much about how do I appear as a parent in the eyes of other adults, serving my child and assisting my child, but rather How am I providing a foundation for my child to develop his own independence, his own sense of himself? What if we were to look a little farther down the road and imagine our children as adults who are confident and empowered and able to navigate the world that God has placed them in? And what if we took that thinking and we followed it all the way through, and we thought about how we do things daily with our children, allowing them the freedom to become everything God made them to be?